I mean, and you said about how the 8,000 odd years since the agricultural revolution is only a small amount of time. And if you look at how much we've degraded our health since then, it's a huge amount. I think our brain has, shrunk by 30% since the start of the agricultural revolution. The average height of humans has gone down from like 6'3" to 6 foot, I think, worldwide. Our skeleton is a lot weaker, and it's
and our life expectancy as well.
Our life expectancy has probably increased somewhat, but the
overall. Going back,
life expectancy is a bit of a difficult one, isn't it? Because
difficult,
for a long time it was I can't think of the word for it, but it was like water sanitation, basically. That was the main reason.
Infectious diseases.
Yeah, that was the main reason for people dying, was those infectious diseases spreading from poor sanitation. And once we cured that, that's when life expectancy went up. But back before that, when they were living in tribes and stuff, and they didn't have to worry about all that. It was when we started living in cities and crowded things, and everyone's there's defecating everywhere, and there's all that. That's when it came. But before that, people were living to over 100 comfortably. Humans should live to 120.
I think
by our DNA.
Yeah.
We should live to 120, and they're used to, and now we don't. We actually spoke about this last week on the podcast about someone struggles to 80 years old. The last 20 years, they're an absolute physical mess, and people think they've done well. It's like, it's not. We're destined for a lot more than that as humans. As you say, we were the apex predators of the whole planet. And look at our physical makeup. And look at the lion, the elephant, these other and we were the apex predators, and now we've become this.
Precisely. Yeah, we're almost devolving.
Yeah, definitely. We are. We're going backwards. I think health was so much. You go back 10,000 years, health would have been a lot better than it is now.
Yeah, and look at the things we've overcome. We're not going to be attacked by other animals. We've got ultimate. The majority of the world has safety and security. Your life isn't really cut short the way it was cut short thousands of years ago.
Yeah.
We've overcome so many diseases. The disease that we need to fight now is metabolic syndrome and insulin resistance.
That's it.
We're fighting a battle with something that is entirely of our own doing. Instead of coming from the outside, we create it ourselves.
That's true. We're poisoning ourselves. Having overcome all the infectious diseases and obviously, as you say, the dangers, we should now be living longer than we ever have. Yet we're just poisoning ourselves, and we've got the stresses and pollutions and all this stuff, and the food, and it's we're killing ourselves essentially.
And I look at so many diseases as having sort of the same sort of root cause. So ultimately it's driven by inflammation. It's driven by insulin resistance. So you have this sort of overarching condition called metabolic syndrome, and I think that so many of the diseases that have been given names essentially all stem from that. You address that, then really if you've drawn a good hand genetically, you will do pretty well in life. You might even be symptom free, and you might even die when you're ready to die.
That's
Wouldn't that be amazing?
Yeah, exactly. You could actually just die from old age rather than dying, as most people nowadays are dying in pain and before their time. Yeah, absolutely.